music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Yes, I'm in my comfy shirt. So, this is my review for Teen Mom OG. This is season 7, episode 16. It is currently like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So, y'all know I'm tired, but I'm going to give y'all these reviews. Tonight's lipstick is Marc Jacobs. It is a Marc Jacobs lipstick. And the color is called Current Mood. I love it. It's like a little burgundy-ish stuff, and I do love it. I do. Lord Jesus Christ. I do love it. This is crazy. Anywho, Teen Mom OG. Amber. Excuse me. I had a little bit of this thing. So, y'all know, it's just so stupid, but it is what it is. Amber's last. Let's get through Tyler, Kate, Macy, and Emma. Tyler and Kate are still in Arizona because she's still in rehab. I feel like theirs is pretty simple. You know, we know that Tyler is still struggling to do things for their business out of town. His mom is handling certain things, and he's kind of freaking out about that. I told y'all before, he needs to hire a dang on assistant. You know, we do see that Kate is doing better. It is still family week, so her mom and dad is still there, and they're basically just working towards getting her through some emotions with her issues with her parents. So we see that. You know, Butch calls Tyler. He's doing well, and what else? I think that's it. You know, we see Tyler basically trying to keep everything together. I think Tyler, for the most part, has it the hardest, simply because his wife is going through it, his father's going through it. You know, he has no one to lean on, and he also has to be a dad, and he also has to help, you know, do the business stuff. I feel like that's what he needs, an assistant. He needs an assistant and a nanny, just to give him a peace of mind. I think Tyler has been through a lot of traumatic things in all his little years or whatever, and I think we know that he went to a little facility too after the season wrapped, and I think he needs it. I think Tyler needs someone to lean on, and this might sound crazy, I don't think that's Kate. Not meaning that she isn't a good wife. I just mean because she has her own issues, I don't think she's strong enough yet to handle him having to deal with her and her mental issues, and having to deal with Butch and his, you know, addictions. I think he needs a complete third party to help him deal with his trauma and his emotional, you know, his emotional feelings and just everything. So I really do hope that he can get the help he needs too. We see that Macy comes to visit because she heard what was going on and everything, and you know, of course, Kate was happy to see her. You know, Kate lets her know, because, you know, Macy didn't know why Kate was there. You know, she had just found out that she had went to a facility, and so she just goes to visit. And well, I guess I have to kind of merge Macy's, because we do see Macy, start off with her letting Jen and Larry get Bentley. Because of course, as we know, they can get Bentley, and Ryan can only see Bentley through them, but he can't like take him anywhere. And you know, we see her saying how she plans to go see Kate in rehab because she found out what happened. And it was cool how Taylor said, you know, go ahead, go. You know, I had a kid. You know, don't worry about it, because I know for a fact how you say how Kate and Amber are like your sisters. Because again, we have to remember, they've been doing this for damn near 10 years, and even though even though Farrah was an asshole, the other 3 ladies always stay tight. So whenever they have any kind of issue, you know, they're close. And so, yeah, we see her going there or whatever. So, yeah, when she's there, you know, her and Taylor did not know why Kate was in the facility. They didn't know the the details basically. So when she gets there, there's, her, Tyler, and Kate are sitting around, and she asks, like, well, what was going on that, made you want to seek treatment? And Kate says, I had a miscarriage, and I just, my emotions spiraled out of control. And then, of course, as we know, Macy had one too. She just had not spoke about it publicly yet. So it was really cool to see her tell Kate that she also had a miscarriage, how she also blamed herself, and for them to be able to bond over that experience. And it also gave Kate a little eye into knowing someone else I know went through the same thing I went through, and look how strong they are. Even in Macy, I'm pretty sure Macy has her weak moments where she's, sad about losing her child too, but she's still able to move on. And I feel like that is something that Kate needed to see, like in front of her face, to see, oh wow, Macy went through it too, and I know how strong she is. So it's a thing of where you're not alone, we're not the only ones who have went through this. And we see how she says that when she found out she was pregnant, and she said how when she lost the baby, she didn't even tell Taylor for like 2 months. She said because it was just so hard for her to deal with. She didn't want to hurt him and have him have to also deal with the same pain, until she realized she couldn't prevent him from experiencing that loss as well. She didn't want to keep that from him. And so she did end up telling him. And, it was a good thing, because for the most part, Macy, Kate, and Tyler all understood that pain. I do kind of wish Taylor could have came, so that he and Tyler could have bonded over that. But of course, we know it's just too many children, just too much going on. So someone got to tell the kids. But I do hope they eventually have that kind of conversation, because I'm pretty sure they both kind of probably feel the same way in one way or the other. And we then see Tyler and Macy leaving basically, and we see Macy and Tyler talking, and he was saying how even the experience of the miscarriage was so traumatic, because he said it was just so much blood, and blood was everywhere. And anyone who has witnessed it, went through it, even for females who have had an extremely bad cycle, there's nothing worse than waking up and you just see blood everywhere. And it's traumatic to see it. And it's even worse when you wake up and you see blood everywhere and you realize that you lost a child. So, I can completely understand Tyler and Kate and just how he said it. I can completely get him saying it was a traumatic moment because there was so much blood, and he said it like a murder scene. And I'm like, it's just crazy basically. And I think it was the part where he was saying how Kate kept blaming herself, thinking maybe if she didn't do this or maybe if she didn't do that, she might not have lost the baby. And Macy brings up how she, in one way or other, had that same kind of feeling. Even said she wondered if God felt like she just wasn't worthy of another child. And so just those thoughts of why me, why did it happen, why, did I do that? It's the whole thing about it. So, that was a great thing to see them bond over that. Now, for Macy goes, that was then the end of Kate and Tyler's story. We do see Macy go back home, and she's telling Ryan, Lord Jesus, she's telling Taylor, Kate's doing okay, and he even says, do we know what was up with her while she went? And she says, well, she had a miscarriage, so it just triggered some things. And she said, just let you know, I told them about our miscarriage, because remember, Taylor didn't want her talking about it initially because they were still dealing with it. And, he said, what did he say? Because Macy said something like, after a miscarriage, you have this void, and it's very, very weird, because you have a void of something that you never really had, in hand or whatever, but it's still a weird feeling because something is missing, but you never had the baby. And we do see Taylor say how, they both say how it's hard, how no one knows how it feels, and Taylor says how he even has his sad days, and some days he can't even think about it. But, you know, they both understand how they aren't the only ones who went through it, and, you know, others feel that same way too. So that was a really cool thing to see, that part. It was a little short thing with Ryan and Mackenzie. I guess I'll talk about it a little, Lord Jesus. We see the fact that Mackenzie's son was in the backseat yelling like, "I'm not my father. I'm not like my daddy." I'm like, why is he upset like that? Like, what's wrong with his daddy? Like, what? I was like, and I'm like, she was saying that to aggravate him. See, that's why I don't like her. Mess with the little boy. So, you know, we do see Ryan talking to her too, saying how he wish he could, you know, get Bentley every other weekend. How Mackenzie's son's father gets her son. And, you know, Mackenzie said, you know, well, seeing you go through what you go through with Macy is what made me kind of get more lenient on my son's father, because I don't want to be the mean, spiteful baby mama who was keeping my son from the father because I'm mad at him. Nobody is keeping Bentley away from Ryan because they're mad at Ryan. Ryan was just not a good father. So just please just stop that. You know, girl, the fuck bye. We see Ryan like they all went bowling. You know, Jen and Larry is there. Bentley's there. It was, I guess, a family moment. And, you know, we see, I think either Ryan's mom or maybe even the producer saying, "Oh yeah, he's such a good stepfather. You know, he wants more kids." And his mom said he's a good stepfather. However, he needs to wait a couple years until he's better in his health and his sobriety before he has kids. I completely fucking agree. He's a good stepfather because a stepfather does not entail you to be there really full time, especially when the person is sharing custody. It's different when you have to be a full-time. I mean, you're not even a really good father to Bentley. So I'm like, I just can't take anyone serious who says that Ryan is a good stepfather when he's not a good father. I just don't get it. And I just still think he always looks high. I don't care what no one says. He always looks high to me. And it's weird. Like, he on something. He might not be back on that meth or whatever he was on before. Was it meth or heroin? Whatever he was on before. He might not be on that. But I mean, it's just something about Ryan that still seems a bit off to me. And he seems different than when he first. He's just different. I don't care what nobody say. So, yeah. So that was all it was with Macy, Ryan, and Mackenzie and Taylor too. On to Amber. So, Amber is upset because she found on social media that Gary and Christina said some things about her being a bad parent. Now, the things Gary and Christina said, they showed back to what was said. You know, they bring up just how Amber is not around. How Amber, I think during the summer, had only seen Leah like twice. Amber come back to regular time. Amber's upset. But I'm like, you upset that they called you a bad mom, but it's true. Amber then fixed her mouth to say, she's going to say, I didn't see Leah, I only saw Leah twice. I saw Leah 3 times this summer. And I said, bitch, summer is 3 months. Summer is a whole, you got June, July, August. Hell, no, you got May, June, July, August, and a little bit of September. Summer is a nice long amount of time to where you can't say, I saw my daughter, I didn't see her 2 times. That's so offensive. I saw her 3. She said it as if she was going to say, I saw my daughter 23 times over the summer. Now that, I was like, okay, now they was lying then, because 23 is a lot. You went from 2 to 3? Girl, bitch, no. That's not a good thing, because the summer is 3 full fucking months. So, she says how, excuse me, Leah knows I love her. And when she says that, this is what I think. Do you think that kids who don't see their parents think, some of them do think my parent does not love me. Some of them is aware my parent loves me, but I don't see them. Her knowing you love her does not mean that you don't have to be around her. And I hate how she say that as if it's a reason to not be around. Oh, well, I don't have to be around because she know I love her, but bitch, you ain't there for her. You're not, and you have to accept that fact. And she said how her dad and her stepmom don't need to talking shit. They were having a conversation between themselves about you, Amber, the missing parents. My thing is, I remember one time when she was around a little bit more, they never said anything because she was always around. They only complain when she's not around because it's not fair to Leah. Point blank, period. And she says how, I need to sometimes take breaks because I'm depressed. I have these mental health issues. And I feel like Amber is upset over the truth because it hurts. Because it's not a lie. And she's trying to make it seem as if it's a lie. Well, I didn't see her 2 times, I saw her 3 times. And, I had to take a break because I have mental health issues. We then see Gary is pissed. Okay? He is full on pissed. And he's saying how, as a parent, I can't take a break. I can't just decide to just not be around for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks at a time and just, go ahead and do whatever else. I can't do that. She can't. And I feel like Gary has every right to be pissed because that's the same way moms are pissed when the father's not around. Amber is a deadbeat mother. She is. And it's sad to say, but it's the motherfucking truth. And she needs to eat that shit up and swallow it because it's the truth. And, he said, like, I didn't make her do drugs. I did not make her to go to prison. I didn't make her do A, B, C, and D. And it's true. It is all true. And I saw on the Teen Mom After Show, they had Caitlyn on there, and Caitlyn acted as if Gary was wrong for what he said. Gonna say, he shouldn't air out that dirty laundry. Bitch, y'all was on a reality TV show. The things that you have said about Joe and Javi and even the new baby daddy, it's the same. You telling them to not do things you have done on TV. You telling them to be on a reality TV and not show their reality. My thing is, what Gary did was a real moment. And my thing is, Kayla, damn it. Caitlyn, you ain't shit if you see Amber being a deadbeat mama and you don't say, Amber, sister, I love you. Be more in your daughter's life. You ain't shit if you allow your friend, because you said, that's my girl, we like sisters. If you don't check her and say you need to be more active, then you ain't shit either. I can't stand with someone to defend someone who was clearly doing something wrong, and then you try to make it seem as if they're the victim. Amber ain't been a victim in a long time, okay? She is not the victim here. Gary was not wrong. Gary was a angry parent who was upset that the other parent is not around. Get over yourself, Amber. Get the fuck over yourself. It's just so fucking stupid. And he then brings up how, she said she was depressed because her and Matt broke up, but then she had a new boyfriend before she even saw Leah. And that's true. You literally were sad and depressed over a relationship, and you allowed that to get you out of your daughter's life. That is the biggest piece of bullshit I ever heard in my life. Gary was absolutely correct saying she was depressed over a relationship. And then she went and got a new relationship before seeing her daughter. How you so depressed, but you can get a new boyfriend? And not, you got a new boyfriend, moved him in, and got pregnant. Girl, the fuck bye. And, we then see, Amber bringing Leah back. And, it went off without a hitch. They didn't talk much or whatever. But then we see Amber saying how she was on social media trying to defend herself. I'm going to read some stuff that they put on. Sorry, I typed it out. One person said, no, I wrote, because she was trying to defend herself about being a bad mom. And I feel like her mistake was trying to defend herself. Well, Amber has to know she's not a good mom. She ain't the worst mom. She's not a good mom. And I think instead of her trying to defend herself, what she should have said was, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm a work in progress. And my thing is, that is defending yourself. But you tried to defend yourself by going at people. She said, I was at marriage boot camp for 3 weeks of the summer. And that's why I was away from my daughter, saying I made more money than you haters, and Leah has a college fund. First of all, as I said earlier, summer is 3 months. So even if you was gone for 3 weeks, that's 1 month. What did you do the other 2 months? Oh, you met Andrew and got pregnant. Okay. Even saying how she was there making money and that is going to secure Leah's college fund. You have been on reality TV. As you said on Marriage Boot Camp, you've been on reality TV for 10 years. If you have not secured the bag for your daughter's college fund, you're stupid. You're bad at money, because you have been getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for the past 10 years. You should be a millionaire a little bit. You should be able to, you should have, if not saved your money, either invested it, but you should have at least $5 million somewhere. This based on the amount you get paid for the show, personal appearances, books you've done. You have been able to do some. So my thing is, she said that as if Leah didn't have any kind of college fund. So what have you been doing with your money for the past 10 years? So, miss me with the bullshit, you know. She then says how Gary makes money off the show, and if he was not on the show making money off of her, he would be in a 1-bedroom shack in the ghetto. But think about this, bitch. Your daughter would have been with him. Okay? Because you did not have custody of your daughter. Because she said that's where he was before I got out of jail. But while you were in jail, he lived in a 1-room shack in the ghetto with your child. Okay? Pissed me off. She says how Christina cheated on her husband with Gary and broke up their family to be on TV. You know, she says how Christina has a restraining order against her. Which I'm like, but what does that have to do with the fact that Christina is the woman who's taking care of your daughter and has been for a long, long time? And we did see Christina kind of respond to that, saying how the restraining order meant was only for her daughter, meaning the father of her daughter got a restraining order to prevent her from having their daughter filmed on TV. So, and that's how we see sometimes when they say we're Christina, they say, oh, she's with her daughter, because they can't film the daughter. So I'm like, Amber went on this spree trying to defend herself, and it made her look even worse because you're attacking this very people who have been taking care of your daughter while your ass been depressed about Mac, who was a goddamn drug addict. Girl, the fuck bye. Amber pissed me off to the highest point of pissed. She made me almost feel like she was fucking Farrah. How mad I was. I'm like, you are literally nitpicking saying I was at marriage boot camp for 3 weeks when summer is 3 months. What did you do for the other 9 weeks that you were not at boot camp? So in 9 weeks, you saw your daughter 3 times. So every 3 weeks you went and saw your daughter. Okay. Stupid. We then see how Gary and Christina are upset. You know, mainly because Amber was on Twitter saying this stuff, responding to it. She was on Twitter responding to random people about this. She was on Twitter being public. So my thing is, when Kale said on this little after show thing, I can't believe Gary will be on TV saying this, all this was, but Amber was on social media posting public shit, and you ain't said she were. Look, I'm all for you ride for your people, but you have to check your people when they wrong. I went off on somebody on Facebook one time, and Karla texted me, and she said, bitch, delete that. And I said, I'm mad. She was like, no. Because I went off on someone, but I mentioned things about someone else who they were defending. So somebody was defending A, and A had done some bullshit. And I'm like, well, A did this. And Karla, she texted me, she said, Jay, take it down. Because you are going off on about the wrong thing. But my friend, she checked me. She don't leave me unchecked. And that's what real friends do. And I feel like Amber don't have no real fucking friends in her life, because if she did, she would be better. She would be better. They allow Amber to think she this big bad bitch. And you know, she was saying how we see Gary saying how, Christina and Gary both saying how they were also mad because Leah's friends, school teachers, everyone in Leah's life can see these tweets on Twitter. And why would you want your child's school to see, like, you just, it's stuff you putting out that you shouldn't. And you know, so they said that was the whole thing. We do see Amber who's saying she's mad because she felt like she's being bashed on a show. She said, I felt like I'm being bashed because I was on the show for 3 weeks and because I was depressed. You are being bashed because you are a bad mom. You are not around enough for your daughter. We can clearly see that on TV. And that's not me being mean. That's not me being a troll or nothing like that. It's not me being a bitch. It's me saying I watch the same show that you watch. And if you watch that show, how could you ever think that you are there enough for your daughter? And you have to admit that Gary is the only person who's been a consistent person in Leah's life. And he can't take breaks. And it don't mean Gary perfect. I'm pretty sure Gary has done some messed up things over the years too. But at the end of the day, Leah seems to be a happy, healthy little girl, and he is the point. He's raised her, and we have to give credit where credit is due. We have a lot of fathers who don't step up, You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of fathers who don't do the right thing. And for all of Leah's life, he has always done the best things that we can see for her. Whereas Amber has always had a reason as to why she could not be a parent. I can't be a parent because I'm on drugs. I need to go to prison. So you went to prison. I can't be a parent because I'm dealing with stuff with Matt. Okay, whatever. I really can't be a parent now because me and Matt broke up and now I'm depressed. Now we broke up and I'm depressed. And now I need to go with Matt, to marriage boot camp. After marriage boot camp, me and Matt broke up. I'm dating Andrew, who I met at marriage boot camp. And now we're moving in and we're pregnant. And now I want to be a mom. But if her and Andrew break up, let's see how much of a mom she's going to be. It's just some fuckery and bullshit. And you know, she was saying how she wants to get a point to where she does not respond to trolls because she felt like nobody would say this kind of stuff in her face. I would. Look. You have to be able to stand behind your words. And I wouldn't care if Amber saw this today. And you can come to my house. I ain't gonna say my address. But I would for sure say the same thing I'm saying on here to your face. Because I would dare you to act as if I'm lying. I'm not. It's the fucking truth. And the sad part about it is you don't see that people want you to be better. But you rather just stay this angry, bitter bitch for no goddamn reason. When you're the reason that you're in a bitter bitch position. You're a bitter bitch because you have not fixed your life. You're a bitter bitch because you consistently... Amber uses her mental health issues as a crutch. Because she would say, I can't do this because I have mental issues, because I have bipolar, because I have this, I have that. People with other mental issues that are worse or not as bad as her can live normal lives. She chooses to make her mental issues a challenge consistently. She consistently makes sure that people know, if I'm depressed, I can't be a mom today. I'm sad. But Kate is literally in rehab. Now, she's in treatment. She has went to treatment a few times for her own mental health issues. Why can't you do the same? Because you don't want to be a good mom. If Caitlyn can get her issues, still be a mom, still want to be a good mom, still want to be around her children, Amber, why can't you? You don't use your mental illness as a crutch to be a deadbeat mama. Use it as a beacon to force you to consistently be better and to not be held on a lower scale basis of what a mom can be who has mental issues. Don't do that, because eventually Leah's going to grow up and she's going to see this shit on TV and she's going to see you making every excuse to not be in her life, and she's going to hate your ass for it. As much as she loves you now because she's a kid, it's something completely different to grow up and realize my mom wasn't around a lot. I can watch the TV show and see where she was at. Oh, she over there crying about some man and not about me. She over there sitting on the couch arguing with some dude, but she ain't visiting me. And she gonna see that, and you should know that and want to fix it as soon as possible. But she won't. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So that was my review. Put your comments below. And other than that, people, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.